Hi, in this Jira tutorial, we are going to talk about how to make bulk changes in Jira. So let's get started. So to make bulk changes, let's first get the set of issues that you would like to make the changes on. For that, you can click on search work items on the left hand side panel here, and then you could either use a basic search or a JQL to go ahead and get the issues on which you would like to make a change. I'm removing all extra filters over here because I would like to see, as an example in this, all the issues that are available to us. So there are altogether 17 issues over here that are available irrespective of the project or assigning or type status and everything in the entire instance. So to make the bulk changes, you could go ahead and click on more actions and say bulk change work items. Once you click on that, you should be able to see bulk operation, select one of four. So the first step that you're doing here is to choose the issues on which you would like to make the change. So in the prior step, you are ideally using the issue navigator and the search mechanism to get all the issues. Out of them, again, you can go ahead and select on which issues you would like to make specific changes on. So there are altogether 17 issues that we got, right? So all of them are listed over here. You could select all of them over here, or you could go ahead and select the specific issues on which you would like to make the changes. So I have selected some. Okay, I'm going to select maybe a couple of issues over here like this, right? I selected a couple of issues. There are altogether three, six, seven issues, right? So after this is step one, that is choosing issues. In step two, you're going to choose the operation. What kind of changes you would like to make on these issues? So you're going to scroll down and click on next option. That is where you could go ahead and choose the kind of action you would like to take on these. The first action that you could take or the change that you could make is the edit issues. Edit field values of the issues. You select that and click on next. In the next page, you would be able to see the kind of operation details. I mean, what is exactly, what is the field, what are the fields that you would like to make changes to? So you could change the issue type, like all the seven issues that are selected, all of them can be moved into a story, bug, or epic. Or you could change the priority, you could change the assignee to a single person, you could change the descriptions, you could change the due date, you can update comments. So whatever change you are making here, the bulk change is the same for all the seven issues. So if you're putting a due date as 10th, the 10th November 2025, then the due date will be the same on all the seven issues. Remember that. That is what bulk change means. And you could change the parent, the start date, change risk, change sprint also. You could see all of the fields are mentioned over here on which you could go ahead and make the bulk change in the edit operation. So once you do those, you could even say that send email for this update. Like you will get a email saying that these changes are made on these issues ideally, right? So that is like a notification you're sending out to track the changes made. This is making edit changes. So let's go back and click on choose option. So the next change or the operation that you could make is move issues. What does move issues do? Moves issues to new projects and new issue types. So you could go ahead and select this one. If you'd like to move issues to newer projects and issue types, you can click on next and see. Here, what it is saying is the current uh, project is Space Mars. So you could go ahead and move the selected issues into this project, test project Scrum. Okay. And at the same time, the seven issues can will have a specific work type or issue type. So you could change the issue type also Currently, they are stories. So this is the current status of those seven issues. They are in the project Space Mars and they are stories. So you could move them into this particular project and you could change the issue type to epic, story, subtask, feature, request, bug, or even task. That is what it says. So this is what move operation does. Move operation moves the issues from one project to another, and at the same time, you could even change the issue type, like move the issue type from one to another in the newer project also, right? So this is how the move operation works. I'm clicking on choose operation once again to go back. And the next operation or change that you could make on these issues is transition issues. It helps you to change the statuses of the issues. So you could click on transition issues and click on next. And you could say that all these issues, which are seven of them, can have in progress status or can have just done status or to do status. Okay. So that is what you're selecting over here. And you could click on next. If you see here, it gives you a summary of what is it that you're changing, change statuses, whether they are in to do, in progress, or done. All of them will be moving into in progress status. Okay. And you could send email for an update and even confirm the change. So this is how you are using the transition issues operation. And the next one, delete issues. You could even delete the issues. I don't have permissions over here, but you could even bulk delete all the seven issues. Next one is watch issues. Watch issues will help you to get notifications on issues when certain fields are changed or certain comments are made on the issues. So you could go ahead and select watch issues to watch them, to start watching them idly. So you can say next, watch issues, and you could say please confirm that you wish to start watching, and you could go ahead and say confirm. Okay, watching seven issues, done. And the next operation that you could do is stop watching issues. This will help you to no longer receive notifications when any issues are being updated with information. So you could say stop watching issues, click on next, and you could confirm not to get notifications on all these seven issues. So this is how you could go ahead and use bulk operations. So you could make different changes in bulk, like editing issues, moving issues, transitioning, watching, deleting issues. So this is one way of doing it. Jira also provides to do such actions in the backlog section of the instance, so or the project. So you could go to spaces. So I'm going to select the space over here. I'm going to go to test project here, and I'm going to go to backlog. And here I have two issues. So suppose there are like 10 issues or 15 issues, and I would like to make some bulk changes. You could go ahead and select the issues under this particular sprint or the backlog option. I can even select them. So altogether, I've selected three issues. If you see two of them in this sprint and one in the backlog, three issues are selected. Or you can say select all, that would select all of them. So I could just say this, it selects all the three. Okay, so you can edit fields over here. You could go ahead and say edit fields, and you're going to have a window pop up over here, and you could change the assignee if you would like. You could change the due date, label, parent, priority. You could find for any other field on which you would also like to make the change. Suppose it's sprint, the sprint is going to show up over here, and you could change the sprint if you would like, right? And click on next. Suppose I'm saying priority, I would like to change to highest. Currently, let's see what is the priority. We don't have a priority updated over here on these. So let's go ahead and say edit fields. So priority to be highest, and click on next, confirm the changes. So that is going to update the priority of these issues to be highest in bulk. And the next change that you could make is also change the status of the issues. So you could go ahead and say change. You could say I want to change the issues status of all these issues. For example, in this case, I want to make the change that it is in progress, to do, and in progress. I want to move all of these issues into review status. So I'm going to say change status, and I'm going to say in review, and say submit. That is going to move all these issues into in review at once, and you're going to get pop-ups over here also saying that you've edited 3 work items and bulk action is complete, right? And at the same time, you also have watch options, which will allow you to start watching these issues or stop watching these issues at once. And you also have delete option, which allows you to go ahead and delete all the 3 issues at once in bulk. So this is how you're going to make bulk changes in the Issue Navigator page and also in the backlog. Very important and very helpful. So stay tuned for new Jira tutorials on my channel Tech Monday. Do like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.